What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this little review of a car we modified. This is the M4 F83 competition, so a convertible competition, and it's owned by Danny. Now, Danny is a friend of Dylan, who came to us last year to modify his M4 competition, which is an F82, and he went for a 200 cell downpipe setup with our equal length midpipe. So high pitch sound, really racy, and something you definitely need if you own one of these, because stock, the S55 platform, just sounds a bit shitty, to be honest. So you really do need some modifications, especially on the midpipe section. So the rear box is completely stock, so you could divide the exhaust line into three pieces, which is downpipes, midpipe and rear box. Now, we tend to leave the rear box standard or do a Krapovich because it just needs to be of a very high quality. Oh, there's a van coming. So, where were we? The back box needs to be of a very high quality so you don't get any resonations or droning, stuff like that. It also got the OLED M4 GTS style rear light units, which I really like, with all these little OLED thingies. I think that looks really good, and that's basically it. He already had a tune from Olitsky in Germany, and I guess they already coded out the cat, because we didn't get any notifications when we did the catless downpipe setup. So Danny, in contrary to his friend Dylan, wanted something like really brutal, really out there. Now with Dylan, we already did like a high pitched setup with 200 cell catted downpipes and the equal length midpipe. With this we went the other way, so he wanted something different, so we went to something similar that we do with G80 setups, basically. So catless downpipes in combination with single midpipe, so you end up bringing together the two turbos right after the downpipes, and then just one big single midpipe all the way to the rear box. So that generates like a more deep bassy sound, and it gives it this sort of, well, I always think of it as sort of a Toyota Supra JDM RB26 sound. It's totally different, but also really cool. And since this is a convertible, driving it, it might be one of the loudest M4s out there, because with the roof off, it's just absolutely ridiculous. I already warned Danny's, like, okay, this is going to be really loud, like really properly loud, and he was like, yeah, go for it. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go for it. So we're going to start with the valves closed, see how you like that, and see if it still can be like a cruiser convertible, which basically is what the M4 convertible is made to do. Cruising and like attacking mountain roads, stuff like that. It's not really a track weapon. We always thought the suspension setup of one of these F83 competitions was a bit too harsh, and I noticed that Danny has put KW suspension on this, and it's actually a lot better. So kudos for modifying. I'm going to put the windows up because I think the wind noise will get a little less. So let's give it a tiny bit. So that's quite stock-like, I would say. It's absolutely decent. Social, I would call this. But if we press M2 and confirm, go into manual mode. First I'm going to adjust the steering because I like it better in comfort mode. This is this is a different story, guys. Oh my god, that's loud. got some horsies right here, so let's be social. Horsies, we love you. Quiet it down, quiet down. We don't want to be antisocial. And we're all good again. So it's quite the hooligan if you want it to be and open up the valves, but if you close the valves up, that's what I said, you need a decent quality back box with a good quality valve in there, and then you can really quiet things down. Dougie, we like loud cars, but we don't like loud cars in combination with animals. So stock, you're basically listening to 2 3-cylinders, because each turbo is fed by 3 cylinders, and then each turbo goes to the rear box by sort of itself individually, so 2 exhaust lines. So if you bring the 2 together, you get one big straight 6 basically, and that's exactly what the Japanese normally do. They just do one big single exhaust to the rear. Well, this is perfectly fine. The valve's closed. It's such a nice cruiser. So what's also great about this Evolution M single mid-pipe is that we have it available for F87, so that's the M2 competition, for F80, F82 and F83, so all the S55 platforms, and it's fully reversible. So if you use this mid-pipe, you can always go back to stock using the clamps that we provide with the mid-pipe. So for us, that's always quite important, have that reversibility. We don't want it to be a permanent mold. Okay, let's give it the full beans. Oh. It is impressive, that is. Okay. So that was it, guys, little video about this modded BMW M4 convertible. Thank you guys for watching. Go subscribe to the channel, go check out this video, go check out this BMW reviews playlist. Thank you guys, bye.